They're still trying to establish their rhythm and to get the kinks out somewhat. So it's pretty much a stalemate up to this point.
Finnegan on the draw for the Indians. Quick shot from Parsons, and Carnes had to be sharp to make that save from a wide angle. Hangs on to it, gets the face off. 13:24 left. No score here. Our second game tonight. Earlier tonight, there was a 4-2 win for Grand Island. It'll move on to Super Sunday, the 4:45 game. KeyBank Center. They'll meet the winner of this game. Now down the right wing side. Oh, a nice first lead for Cam Crozier, but he couldn't do much with it. Had the puck go off a skate. Puck slipped back out. Now flip back in again. Now back out to center ice. Crozier with it, but he can't go anywhere. This Indians defense kind of reminds me a little bit of the Grand Island defense. Very stout. Coming in now for West Seneca. A high shot. The puck's loose right in front there. Carnes made a great stop. As had an opportunity. And now the Ken West team tries to move it back out, but Seneca West dumps it right back in again. Bryce Phillips looks, hits the line. Cam Crozier with it. Now Crozier goes the other way, but banked out. Connor Brown comes up with it for West Seneca West. Brown spins at center ice, looks, turns, dumps it over the right wing, missing the pass to Sandell. That goes behind the net. Goes back to the corner again. Sandell rushes for it. Gets to the puck, pokes it out, look for a rebound. There's a hit, and Michael Barker comes away with it. Barker had a great game on Sunday night. Barker makes a move. Barker cutting in, shoots. Oh, what a save by McAndrews. It's right in front of him. He doesn't know where it's at. And now we have a penalty coming. It's going to be a hooking call coming up to West Seneca West. Michael Barker, he put on a heck of a show on Sunday.
Well, and both these teams had big wins on Sunday. Ken West Blue Devils beating North Tonawanda 8-0, and West Seneca West Indians beating Sweet Home 7-2.
Both teams played well, really well on Sunday. And the two best teams, of course, meeting here tonight. On the draw, Ken West controls it. Back to the point. They're on their first power play of the game. There's a chance for Crozier. Now Crozier taps it behind the net. That's Vicante back there. Smaller player, but fast and wiry. He's got great hands. Vicante with it again. Spins. Referee got in the way there. Got it back over to Crozier on the far side. Crozier's got Michael Barker at the point. Gets it back to Barker. Barker lets the wrist shot go. Right there to save. It's loose, and McAndrews comes up with the save.
Griffin McAndrews is really getting his work in already tonight. And so far, he's stopping everything in his way, but certainly they're keeping him busy.
4 shots now for Ken West. Actually, 3 shots for Ken West. 4 for West Seneca West. But the power play has 1:30 left on it. There's a chance for Crozier. It's going to fire it. It fires it right over the top of the net. Barker chases down the rebound. Holds it in at the point. Barker flips it over. Gets it back. Barker gets it over to man up on the far wing. Long shot there. That was deflected, and a nice play there as Jacob Miller comes up for West Seneca West and dumps it back down the ice with 1:05 left on the power play. Ken West making the move, and that's Michael Barker. Who else? Number 14. Barker with a head of steam. Barker cuts the right side. Barker had his man there. Oh, it was Vicante, and he just missed him. Puck goes to the corner. Ethan Yoder right there. He's a great player, too, as well, but Barker gets the rebound back. Barker swings it back. That's Yoder on the far side. Yoder shots, and it's saved there by McAndrews.
Ken West showing why they've been division champions, the second division title in the last 3 years, number 2 seed in this tournament. So they're showing what they've got here already, Mark.
41 seconds left in this power play for Ken West. Back to the point. Yoder holds it for Barker. Barker gets it around back for Vicante. Vicante looks. He's going to swing it around to Crozier. He's being bothered from behind. Couldn't do it. That's Big O'Hare on him. That's a mismatch there. Barker keeps it in. Flipped the stick on it in the hands of one of the Indians. And West Seneca brings the puck back down the ice and dumps it down there. Only 10 seconds left on this power play now as Crozier has been out there the entire time. Number 10 for Ken West. Gets it in the slot. Barker, there's a shot and a save, and it's punched out of play. McGlinskey.
Cameron Crozier with 38 points on the season, and he's got 22 goals, 16 assists, 3 goals in that 8-0 overtime quarterfinal victory rather against North Tonawanda. So he's also got the most hat tricks in a single season for Ken West, Mark. 4 hat tricks on the year.
So Colin Thomas will come in and take the face-off. Flipped it over, and they flip it out. The Indians kill that penalty off. Ken West looking sharp here early, but putting on some pressure. The long shot came out with a weird rebound that came right back in front of the goaltender. No one was there for Ken West. There's another shot saved. McAndrews, and they're going to flip it back out. Big hit down along the boards here. Number 4 is going to push back in. 22, Lucello took a hit. Puck dumped right in the slot. There's a chance. Drive, shot, save, score! They score off a rebound. Carnes made the initial stop. He's shaking his head. I mean, you made the section. You made 2 stops on that play, Tim. Well, what can you do? Your defense doesn't bail you out.
Phil Abbott for Ken West was arguing the call that he was in the crease, but you know what? Give all the credit to West Seneca West there. They battled hard and applying pressure on that net. And surprising goal, as you know, the puck was pretty much mostly in their defensive zone for the first 7 minutes of this period, but they found a way to build a nice offensive momentum there.
Okay, Shakowski with the goal. It should be number 4. No, I'm going to give it to Grady O'Hara. It was Grady O'Hara that came up and crashed it. So they're going to give the goal to Grady O'Hara. That's the younger O'Hara brother. As the puck comes out, and McAndrews had to play that one dangerously. On the rush now. Shakowski looks, shoots it across the ice. It's picked up by one of the Indians on the far side. They're having all sorts of trouble now, Ken West. And finally, Carnes has to close his big trapper glove on that puck and get a face-off.
I think this is why we're so excited about this matchup. You know, you look at the credentials that Ken West have, the credentials that West Seneca West have, is they've won the Section 6 title last year. They were runner-up in the state last year, so there's certainly no stranger to this playoff scenario.
Plenty of experience here, that's for sure. Parsons off the draw. That's O'Hara. Going to flip it back in the corner, almost hit the ref. Puck goes to the corner now. Lucas Correa back there for Ken West. I'm trying to throw it out. Crozier has a difficulty with it. Now Ken West finally punches it back out the center ice. Dumped right back in again by the Indians. Back behind the net, Sean Cranston with it, number 2. He took a hit. Puck is down to the side of the net. Parsons spins around with it. Crozier comes up with it for Ken West, breaks out, hits the center ice line. Here comes Cam Crozier. Crozier hits the line. Crozier shoots, and he fired it wide. The rebound comes all the way back out the center ice. And the Indians try to jump on it. There's a big, tough play there right here. A huge player, Kyle Hatrick. Goes to the corner back. It's still loose behind the net. Right now, Ken West looking a little unorganized here. The Indians keep the pressure on in the corner. Back there was Hummel. Gets helped out on the other side by his teammate. Crozier brings it up off the left side board, right side board, excuse me. And it's going to be too far for Michael Barker, and it's icing on Ken West.
Cameron Crozier, reminiscent of Gilbert Perreault with the speed he's displaying right now, Mark. He gets the puck, and if he gets space, look out.
6 shots on goal for West Seneca West. They lead this 1-0. 7:39 remaining in the draw now to the right of the Ken West goaltender. Off the draw. Nice play there. And Pather gets it up to Joey Calisano. Calisano whips it back behind the net. No one there, though, but an Indian. West Seneca, as Ken West tries to pinch in and does. Nice play there. Spire got the puck back inside. And a great opportunity for Ken West there to try to get some pressure. And an icing call here for the Indians. West Seneca a little aggressive with the passing. So it's it's been tough.
We'd like to welcome the resident bird to the Harbor Center. I've seen him flying around a few times. I don't know if we have a name for the bird yet,
Yeah,
Mark?
it's Sparky.
Sparky.
Yeah, he was here all Sunday.
He's eyeing up that hot chocolate, boys.
Let's just hope Sparky doesn't get down too low. We know what Randy Johnson did to a bird one time, and Dave Winfield.
Back to live action here. Across the rink it goes, and Yoder picked it up and misplayed it. Once again, another giveaway for Ken West. Another weird rebound for the that puck coming off the boards. Weird in this arena tonight. On the rush, it's Yoder. We got a stick down off there in front. They go to the corner with it. Bouye had his man in front. Now he gets it back to Sean Abbott from the point. Excuse me, Philip Abbott. They whip it around back behind the boards to come all the way back here. Barker's going to flip it, trying to get it back. Now he's going to push it the other way to Yoder. Ethan Yoder trying to control it in the corner. Couldn't do so. The Indians are just going to lift it up and get it out of play. A smart play there by O'Hara. Brady O'Hara, the goal scorer. He's on the ice, number 24. He's going to go back and retrieve the puck here from McAndrews. And gunning around the boards, and down the ice it goes. And that should make it all the way for an icing. And, it does not. Dylan Speck could have probably laid off the brakes there a little bit and got an icing call, but he didn't do it. Instead, Barker takes it away. Barker in the left wing side. He's a great stick handler. Oh, nice play there by number 6. Jacob Miller for West Seneca West. He laid him out. And he tried to poke it back over the line, and finally West Seneca's just going to go back in their own zone, try to set up. The stick is down in the middle of the ice there, and it is really bothering me. I'm sure it's bothering some of the players as well. Oh, there's a big hit, and down and taking that hit was Ethan Parsons, and he's hurt. Parsons was nailed right outside the blue line. Back comes Colin Thomas. He shoots, and McAndrews.
Marky, was it Parsons that went down on Sunday in that game that we watched?
Along the boards, yes.
I mean, it's playoff hockey time. He's a tough kid. He's
is.
been around this locker room. He's been around this team for a few years now. You know, and he's up now and he's moving gingerly, but it's playoff hockey. The games are a lot closer together. He's a tough kid. He'll be back.
Nolan O'Hara, lucky he didn't get a penalty call. He took a chop at one of the players in front of his own goaltender there. He's lucky he's still out on the ice. Referees again, just like in the first game, letting him go a little bit. Inside it in net. That's Colasano with it. Colasano, looked, he got it over to Thomas. Took a shot. It was blocked. It's in front. Oh, great opportunity there for Pyre. A pass out in front, and now it's going to be dumped up and back into Ken West territory with 4:35 remaining here in this first period. 1-0. West Seneca West. The Indians in front of the semifinal playoff game here at the Harbor Center, downtown Buffalo, New York. And back comes West. Ken West hits the line. Fire just dumps it in. Back after it was Ziemba, and Ziemba just want to clear it out. They can't do so. Finally, the Indians try to jump on it, and now they just push it back out the center ice and all the way down the ice, actually. Now we got an icing. Well, they're going to wave that one off as well. I thought one of the Ken West players could have played it. Long pass the other way. Mike Galinsky runs it down for West Seneca West. Shoots it around the boards. Nice play, but couldn't catch up with it there. It was Billy Coughlin. Coughlin, a dangerous player. Yoder misses a pass going the other way, and Jacob Miller's going to dump it back into Blue Devil territory. Here's Coughlin with a backhander. Oh, and he poke checked in the last second by Carnes. What a great play by the Ken West goalie. Brings it out. That's little Vacante with it. Vacante, number 16. You can tell it's him. He's small and he's fast and agile.
Reminds me of Theo Fleury out there from the Calgary Flames back in the day.
Shot from the point, and Bryce Phillips had that deflected out of play.
Karen seemed to settle down a little bit, boys, hasn't he? Last few shots on net, he seemed to play pretty well.
Yeah, he's gained some focus down here, and you can't let 2 goals go in, so it's up to him. And McAndrews is playing stout right now.
We mentioned Parsons earlier. The other guy on that West Seneca West team you got to watch out for is Coughlin. Excellent opportunity down there to score for him.
Billy Coughlin, and covered a few goals of his this year. West Seneca West. Off the draw, back into Ken West territory. Abbott's going to just flip it out to Barker, and Barker's going to just get it in over the line. Josh Ball beats everyone to the puck, sends it back into Ken West territory. Just deflecting the puck back and forth here off the boards. Finally, Janowski's going to just dump it back in, and Philip Abbott going to go back, retrieve it. Abbott comes up, hits the center ice line. Abbott looks, going to dump it off. Nice play there. Out over to Cam Crozier. Crozier in a quick shot, and that goes out of play after a nice save by McAndrews.
The shots right now are 7-7, Ken West, West Seneca West, but the difference to me is the quality of shots. Right now, Ken West, the 7 shots that they have, not too many of them are real effective shots, and they really haven't had much penetration on their own offense in quite some time in this period, so we'll see if that changes.
Colin Thomas on the faceoff for Ken West. Won it momentarily and then lost it. Long pass going the other way, and that's icing coming up against West Seneca. They have not been sharp. West Seneca West has not been sharp as Finnegan missed his target. They've iced the puck a few times here.
Absolutely, and Frank mentioned Billy Coughlin. He's third in the points right now in the Fed Cup. 2 other guys above him, 45 points right now, 15 goals, 30 assists. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Thomas again on the draw, but he lost it. Coming back the other way as Hanich. Hanich looks, drives, shoots. Oh, he just missed the far side with a wrist shot. I'll throw it right back to him again behind the net. Ken West looking to be a little oversized here maybe in this game. And looking for the right line combinations. Sano had it, slipped it over to Thomas. Thomas goes to the corner. Back to the right of the Indians goaltender. It's in there down low. And Finnegan brings it out for West Seneca West. Got it up to Parsons. Parsons' long shot, pad save from Carnes, and the big rebound came out almost all the way to the blue line. And puck's in the air, knocked down, and pushed with a glove. They're going to have to let West Seneca West touch it. They do. Nice move, cutting in, shot. Oh, what a save. We got a penalty coming up. Sandell broke in on Carnes, and now some extra pushing going on, but we're going to have our first penalty of the game, Tim.
Looks like a hooking call there, and that's going to be against Ken West. Send them to the box.
Oh, penalty on the Blue Devils, and they're going to call it on number 2, Sean Cranston.
You mentioned earlier West Seneca West having a size advantage, but, they've been really able to nullify the speed on Ken West, and we'll see if that can change.
Oh, the Indians go on the power play, and they'll win the faceoff. Coughlin gets it over on the far side to Parsons. Number 20, Parsons back to the point. Johnski with it. They'll throw it in the corner. Velasquez to Coughlin. Back to Velasquez. Look, set up. Nice pass there. Long shot on the way and blocked. Didn't get through and dumped out by number 20, Thayer. And they'll play it back out as the goaltender, McAndrews, with less than a minute left in this first period here. 1-0 West. And if they don't score, they'll have a brief power play in the start of the second period. West comes up to the line. That's Billy Coughlin, number 23. Coughlin just throws it behind the net. And a great play there. Coughlin pretty much gave up on the play. Hanich comes back up with it, though. 22 gets it back to the point. Coughlin. There's a long shot, and it's blocked there. Nice block from Tram Crozier. Crozier trying to do something shorthanded, and he got a shot off weak backhanded. Went way wide of the net. And that starts Coughlin out on the go. 20 seconds left in the period. Coughlin tries to make a move. Yoder went high with the stick. Lucky didn't get called on that. Puck comes right on in front, and now Coughlin from the point. Coughlin with it. Coughlin is going to send the pass across. There's only 7 seconds left, though. Barker comes up with it. Backhands, and a beautiful backhand effort off the boards. And that's going to kill this period here. And after 1 period of play, it's West Seneca West, the Indians, with a 1-0 lead over the Ken West Blue Devils. Frank?
Yeah, it was a pretty exciting period for period 1. Now, don't forget, just a couple of weeks ago, West Seneca West took a 1-0 lead into the locker room on a strength of a Mike Linsky goal. Kenmore West roared back. Second period, they got a power play goal from McCanny, and he followed up late in the third period to win that game, 2-1 for Kenmore West. So similar set of circumstances, but Kenmore West behind the 8 ball right now with a 1-0 deficit to the West Seneca West Indians. When we return, the Indians will have 30 seconds left with the man advantage. You're listening to WNYathletics.com, courtesy of Mixer, and we have a YouTube stream going as well. I think who's ever operating the camera better get that camera moving, though. It was pretty much fixated on one shot for most of that period, so we apologize for that. Our camera guy will be up and at him momentarily for the second period, but we'll take a commercial break in just a second here. Again, you are listening to WNYathletics.com broadcast team. Timmy Morochek, Mark Johnson, Francis Beck on stats, and Frank Wolf producing, doing a terrible job with that live stream, but he's going to get much better or he's going to find a new job, I'm sure. We'll be back in just a few moments, for folks. From the Harbor Center in Western New York, Kenmore West, West Seneca West, semifinal playoff action. Round 1, round 2, 1, 3, semifinals. Winner goes to KeyBank Center.
Grand community that's a lot bigger than I thought it was. As soon as you enter the doors of St. Joe's, for your freshman year, you're representing St. Joe's, and you need to give that respect back to the school, and you need to always be as much of a gentleman as you can.
I don't have any siblings at all, so I never really knew what brotherhood or any of that was before I came to St. Joe's. What I think of it is people looking out for you, making sure that you're doing the right thing.
The educators, my teachers, and my coaches challenged me to push myself beyond what I thought I was capable of doing.
They made me feel that it doesn't matter where you're from, your background, you're all here together. That's what I love. That's what made me keep coming back and taking those bus rides back and forth.
For me, my development really came about as being involved in a lot of different things here. I wasn't all anything, I wasn't honorable mention anything, but it really helped me in giving me the confidence to say I can do whatever I want to do.
The transformation is amazing. When I go back and I think about that little boy I brought in and what he looks like now and how he acts, I'm sorry, I'm so emotional about it because I couldn't have asked for more out of this institution than what they've given me and my son.
It's all about what began with St. John Baptist de La Salle. Now, it's different than the way it was in the 17th century. It's different from the way it was in 1861 when St. Joe's was founded, and it's going to be different in 100 years here at St. Joseph's Collegiate. But it's the faith of a loving God who says, take care of each other.
Presently, we're in the midst of a capital campaign, a campaign to support our unique LaSallian mission. This is my final year. This is our final year of the campaign. We have an unbelievable opportunity to do something even greater than we ever had. Our job is to make it possible for young men to come to St. Joe's.
I would encourage people that if you're on the fence, get involved because you get so much more back than, what you give. I mean, I feel like I've got back 10 times, 10 times back what I've given.
Are you successful because of you or the people that helped you along? Man, the people at St. Joe's really helped me in my development.
I'm thinking constantly about how our new family's going to afford this. And I shake my head, I don't know. But then I think, but I didn't think I could afford it. And somehow St. Joe's found a way. So sustaining St. Joe's is critical because my son wouldn't be here if it weren't for that.
I'm excited about this year. I'm excited in terms of where we've been. I'm very excited about where we can go. I have spent 47 years at St. Joe's that I wouldn't trade a minute for. I just want the opportunity for young kids to come here. And I want to reach out to our alumni and ask for that help.
The North End Bar and Grill in Kenmore is the perfect place for friends to get together, enjoy a great menu that includes all the local favorites like wings, roast beef on weck, and the best Friday fish fry in town. Serving daily specials like spaghetti and meatballs, flavorful hamburgers and barbecued ribs, and enjoy 12 beers on tap, including IPAs. The North End Bar and Grill, located at 2692 Elmwood Avenue near Girard. To order takeout or to reserve a table, give us a call at 877-9000 or visit us on the web at northendbarandgrill.com.
One of the things I love about Canisius is that this is a school community. It's a community where faculty and staff look out for and care for students.
Being able to read, but more importantly, the teachers try to emphasize life skills and talking through problems and analytical thinking.
We are very committed to a Catholic education and a Jesuit education, educating mind, spirit, and body. School's not just academic.
We teach our students every day to be people of integrity, to be people of humility, and to continue to work for the betterment of the community.
Coming here from a small middle school in the inner city to a school of 800 students with different clubs, sports, classes I could take, it was almost overwhelming at first. There's just so many things that are offered here.
During one of our immersive service learning programs in a foreign country, I had a wonderful experience with a young man coming to understand something about his own life. You know, when we take these guys to a foreign country, they're exposed to a lot of things and they see material poverty. But what this young man realized was that his own ability and willingness to love himself and his family, particularly his parents, was in need of some attention. And so there you had an opportunity for a young man to discover what it meant to love in a very different way and on a profound level.
This is a school where you're going to be supported and part of a community. It will be an opportunity to experience new things. It'll be an opportunity for you to fail at some things, but to learn through those failures. Especially, you'll learn about yourself during your 4 years here at Canisius.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned and operated. We specialize in auto, home, and commercial insurance.
Call the Paul Wolf Agency today at 835-9653 or stop in at 2686 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore.
The next time your insurance rates go up,
call the Wolf.
Hi, I'm Pat Scroy, president of Scroy Financial. We've been helping people realize their financial dreams for nearly 50 years. Your goals may include building wealth for a comfortable retirement, protection from the burdens of long-term care, or leaving a legacy to your children and grandchildren. With all these diverse goals, retirement planning should not be a one-size-fits-all process. And at Scroy Financial, it's not. Whether you are just getting started or nearing retirement, give us a call. Plan, protect, invest. It's your life. Scroy Financial can help.
Hi, this is Coach Sam Watts. Let me tell you about my private lessons and what you're going to get when you go one-on-one with me. First thing I'm going to do is assess where you're at. I'm going to look at your physical body. I'm going to test your breathing. And I'm also going to look at your mental side. After that short assessment, we're going to get right into your technical. If you're a kicker, we're going to look at your plant foot, your ball strike. We're going to look at your swing zone and your follow through. If you're a punter, we're going to look at how you stand, how you mold, shape, and catch that ball. And then when do you release? What's your leg lockout look like and what's your ball position? Once we get done with that, we're going to then break down the film. The film will be shared with you through an email. Guys, I have 30 years of coaching experience, and I have a personal coach like Edward Doc Story. And over the years that I've been a coach, I've worked with NFL punters like Bill Renner and former NFL kickers like Michael Husted. So I have the experience, the know-how, and the proven methods to be able to get you to be the better kicker or punter. So if you're looking for a coach to provide that one-on-one lesson to you, I'm the guy. And I suggest you go to my website, Special Teams Academy. Again, that's specialteamsacademy.com. Click on private lessons. You'll see that I offer them in Phoenix, Arizona, and upstate New York.
I suggest you contact me and let's get started getting you better. This is Coach Sam Watts, Special Teams Academy, and I'll see you out on the field.
Hey folks, we are back at the Harbor Center, downtown Buffalo, New York. I appreciate you hanging out with us today for Game 2 of the Section 6 Semifinals Small School Division. Kenmore West and West Seneca West are taking the ice just ahead of the second period. We're going to drop the puck in just a few moments. Mark Johnson and Mark Johnson and Timmy Mroziak on the call. Frank Wolf in the booth with Francis Beck providing stats. I'm going to give you a little update on the scoreboard. The hockey scoreboard. Grand Island won earlier this afternoon, 4-2 over Williamsville East. So they have punched their ticket to the KeyBank Center, where they will play Sunday at 4:30 p.m. They are waiting for the winner of the West Seneca West Ken West game. And as I look around the lower bowl, I see a lot of Grand Island Vikings still in attendance here. Coach Don Prey. They want to know who they're going to play on Sunday. And, of course, West Seneca West and Kenmore West. Well, they get 2 more periods of hockey here. West Seneca West out in front, 1-0. We're waiting to see if they will update that first goal. Mark Johnson did not agree with who they awarded that goal to, Mark.
Yeah, they gave the goal to Grady O'Hara. I had it going to Chase Kadyalski. I thought Chase came in there, number 4, and tipped it in. So I'm thinking maybe that's where they got the 2 and the 4 and the 4 mixed up. So we'll see who they give it to.
They have updated the goal. They've credited to Mike Velasquez, number 7.
Wow.
With assists from Josh Ball and Chase Tchaikovsky, who is up, I believe, for league MVP. Ballots came out about a week and a half ago, and Chase was getting a lot of love from what I was hearing from the voting panel. And, of course, there will be a banquet of sorts on March 27th, put on by Hashik's Heroes, a Sabres organization. They are going to award most outstanding player, defenseman, coach, team, so on and so forth. And they're also going to invite the club teams and girls hockey as well. So when we return to the second period, West Seneca West will have a 30-second power play left to work with. And they have a 1-0 lead on Kenmore West. Let's turn it back over to Mark Johnson and Timmy Muslinski.
Thank you, Frank. All right, thanks, Frank. We're getting ready to start here. Second period action, and West Seneca West, as Frank mentioned, back on the power play here very briefly, and they win the draw. We'll send it back over. Coughlin at center ice finds Parsons on the right wing. Ethan Parsons turns, looks. He's been hit a couple times in this game. Spins around, lost the puck, and a nice play there. Getting out and right at the line. Coughlin thought he had it stopped at the line. Referee said no way, offside, so they'll face it off here. With just 13 seconds left on this power play. Both teams with 1 power play apiece. West Seneca West with the lead here. 1-0. On the draw, Velasquez lost the draw. And it goes back into Ken West territory. Very slow to the puck there. It's Ethan Yoder, and he gave it back up. And back to full strength here as the puck is put up along the right boards. Nice move there for Michael Barker. He was tripped up, and we're going to have another penalty coming up here, this time to the Indians. Barker went down hard, just missed the goalpost.
Well, Ken West is going to have a nice opportunity here as they're down 1-0, and they have a chance to really use their speed and find space, because that's been a difficult thing for them to do in the first period.
Penalty on Billy Coughlin, 2 minutes. Well, number 23 will go to the sin bin. And power play number 2 coming up for the Blue Devils of Ken West. On the draw, Barker, long shot, never got through. Hit one of the Indians in front, then a quick pass from Yoder, trying to tip it out. Yoder, number 12 with it. Yoder waiting along the left boards, trying to get it through, and Mike Galinsky picked it off and made no mistake, sent it right down the ice.
Great play by Galinsky there to pick that off.
Held behind the net by the Ken West goaltender. And here come the Blue Devils. They hit the line. Barker makes a move. Barker had the puck go off his stick. He was ready to unload a quick wrist shot. Puck back to the point. And Yoder took a shot and rattled that one off of one of the Indians. Andrew Sandell took the worst of that.
Well, West Seneca West got away with one there. It looked like possible cross-checking by Galinsky.
Back comes Kenmore West. Looks a quick shot there from Barker. Nice pad save by McAndrews. Yoder at the point. Gets it back to Barker. Over to Yoder. Yoder flipped it in. That was deflected into the corner. Valente tried to move that puck out. Couldn't do it. Now he gets it back out. And, a nice tip pass there. And number 10, Brian Gorman, made a great play to get that back out. Then takes his man down. Picks up the puck and lost it. And then he's hit on the way out. So back comes Vacanti. Vacanti spins around, going against the big man O'Hara back there, trying to move the puck. Missed, falls down, and now they're going to call Vacanti on a penalty. I can't believe it. Are you going to talk about a dive? Vacanti is not happy with himself, but I don't know if that was a true penalty or not.
Nolan O'Hara may have taken a flop there, but Vacanti nonetheless is going to find the box, the 10th grader who's got 32 points. They could have used him on that power play there, Mark.
We're back even here, 4 aside for just 18 seconds left with 14:35 left in the second period.
Momentum, West Seneca West, even as they were on the penalty, the penalty kill, they sure held their own, and now they're going to have a slight advantage.
Chomkowski on the draw, and he gets it back to O'Hara at the point. It's got Ziembe at the other point. Took a shot. It was blocked. A nice play there. Canton West has numbers here, 3-on-2. Slipping it over is Crozier. He's looking for his man Yoder there. Yoder looks, guns it to the corner. Picks up Payer from the point out of the penalty box. Coughlin just came out and took his man down. And now it's a 2-on-1 coming the other way for the Indians. Shot, save. Now they score. He had a piece of it. Carnes lets a bad goal go in. He looked like he got a piece of it, Tim, and it went behind him and hit him in the net.
Just right between the glove and the goal pad, he found a seam somehow, and that was a result of an awesome check by the West Seneca West there. And
Billy Coughlin came up, nailed it, came out of the penalty box, Tim. He ran his man into the boards, and that started that whole play off, didn't it?
It sure did, because they had a chance for a 2-on-1 right after, and they took advantage.
Well, it's a power play goal for West Seneca West. They're up 2-0 here with 14:04 left here, second period. And on the draw for the Indians, Michael Fleury, and Fleury wins it. So Jaskowski gets credit for the goal this time.
Phil Abbott for Kenmore West just laying a nice check down and showing that they're willing to get physical also.
Well, they're going to have to pick something up here because both these teams could really play. There's a big hit right in front of us.
Phil Abbott again.
Abbott laying out the lumber here early in this second period. 2-0. The Indians in the lead, and with the puck, and they're just going to throw it back in. Carnes, I thought, had the save on that last shot and let it go and get past him and went right into the net. There's a long shot from O'Hara, was hit with a high stick, and now they're going to whistle it down.
Well, Frank was mentioning during the break, the intermission break, Ken West was facing a similar scenario when these teams faced off earlier in the year, and they were down 1-0 in the first period and found a way to claw back. But if you're Coach Rob Rozak of the Ken West Blue Devils, you got to be a little concerned right now.
And if you're a coach of the West Seneca West Indians, Kevin Rozo, you're thinking, well, maybe things are going to go our way tonight. We'll see. Jacob Miller behind the net. He flips it out to one of the Indians up front, but they lost control of the puck. Vacanti comes out of the box after that penalty. And he threw it away. Here's Michael Glinski. Glinski looks, shoots. Just missed the far corner with a wrist shot. Puck goes to the corner, and they hack away back at it. There's a long shot on the way from Price. Jacob Miller, behind the net. In front right there. What a chance there for Velasquez, but he couldn't find it. Now they both go to the ice. Puck on the corner, and finally it's Vacanti breaking it out. Vacanti on the move. Vacanti is going to shoot and get the shot right on to McAndrews. He's going to make the save. Hang on here with 12:30 remaining, 2-0. The Indians in front.
Well, McCanny had a nice shot there, and he showed some very stealth quickness, and you could see where this 10th grader's got some real potential.
He is small, but he's fast, speedy. He can handle the puck pretty well. You usually don't see him take penalties either. The penalty he took, though, cost him.
Well, like Mark, you called it. You know, it was a questionable call. It could have went either way, but it did cost Ken West significantly.
2-0. West Seneca West with the lead. McCanty. And that was Dylan Speck spinning around. There's a hit right in front of us. Barker got taken down. No call there.
Mike Golinsky is making a presence known the second period.
Parsons. And he goes, takes his man into the corner. And Ken West is going to flip it up, and that should be a delay of game.
Well, that almost hit the scorekeeper.
Speck flipped it out of play. It was not touched out of play. And Ken West is extremely lucky there. That puck, Timmy, was flipped out all on his own.
Ken West right now just does not have an answer for the physical play of West Seneca West. And although they're smaller, they just have to find a spark. I mean, we're gonna see hopefully something happen here for the chances of this game to turn a little bit.
Back to the point it comes. A long shot, and it's blocked right there. Nice play for Michael Barker. Barker on the move. Barker cutting in. Oh, puck driven off to the side. Back to the point. It was kept in there by Hummel. Hummel gunned it to the corner. Looking to try to get it back behind the net. The Barker, he gets it. Barker with it in front, right there. A great play. He centered it right there in front. Out it's loose again, and it's going to be stopped at the line. Nice play by Hummel there at the line. Puck goes back. Crozier had a chance at it. Barker comes up with it again. Barker's battling with O'Hara. Sohn has to step up here. There's a long shot. Didn't get through. Here comes a backhand play. Oh, just missed the goal post just by a couple inches.
Great opportunity there.
O'Hara dumped it back out. Hummel had a great shift. He's going to bring it back. Let's see, he's tired. And now we're going to have a penalty as Hummel went down in a sort of a flop style, and no control yet from the Indians, so it's an extra man advantage, and finally they touch it, and I don't know about that call either. Hummel was spun around at center ice. Looked like he fell on his own, didn't
he? Kenmore West will not complain one bit on that, and they're going to need that power play because they've been having extreme difficulty reaching that net. Everything is from the far perimeter, Mark. The presence of the size of the West Seneca West Indians, it's almost an unmatchable task, and I question what team in Western New York or beyond is going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the size of this team.
Michael Fleury will serve that penalty for the Indians, so back on the power play goes the Blue Devils. They need a goal, and they need one badly. They shoot the puck across the ice. Okay. Crozier with it. Oh, he had McCanty in front. McCanty couldn't get his stick on it. Comes back to Yoder. Yoder, number 12, top of the slot. Yoder looks, lets the wrist shot go, and McAndrews makes the save.
So far, it's been a very interesting period because you've seen West Seneca West establish control early on, but we still have 10 minutes, 32 seconds left, and anything can happen. But one thing's certain, Kenmore West would love to have a goal here.
On the draw, Barker couldn't handle it. Puck goes to the corner. Galinsky bodies his man, but Yoder stays with it. Number 12, Yoder spins, turns, looks, has Barker at the point. Now they're going to switch over. A long snapshot. Oh, and Vacanti just missed a deflection chance. A beautiful pass there from Yoder to captain. Barker lets it go. There's a shot. That contact, and McAndrews made the save. Vacanti just getting roughed up back there. I know that's a size difference there that you're just not going to be able to compete with. Pass, oh, right across the crease. Wide open for Yoder, and Yoder has it taken away. And Sandell throws it back down the ice. And it's finally West Seneca West able to make a change here. 50 seconds left on the power play. Here comes Michael Barker all the way to the crease. The puck goes all the way to Andrews. Now we got another penalty coming up. And this time it's one of the O'Hara brothers. Nolan O'Hara. Sorry, Tim.
No problem, Mark. Griffin Andrews is playing really good goal right now, and he's had some shots against him. And that is going to be Nolan O'Hara to the box. He's looking back at the crowds and probably questioning why he's there.
Two-man advantage now for Ken West. They need to take advantage here. They've got Yoder out there with Philip Abbott. Barker, who's got the puck right now at the point. Barker looks. He's going to pass it over. He's going to get it back. Barker takes the shot. It's blocked. Nice block there. Chakowski with a save. And they battle around there. It's still on the power play. It's a quick shot as Crozier let it whip. He was trying to find Vacanti's stick. Vacanti's had a couple of chances. Puck comes back to the point. Barker's going to let it go again. It's blocked again, and this time it's tucked down the ice. Nice play there by Josh Ball. He looks back and at his goaltender and said, "Oh, got the job done there." 9 minutes and running now in the second period. 2-0. Seneca West, the Indians up here, and the one man will come back onto the ice now, so it's just a one-man advantage, but still a chance here. It's going off the ice there. There's a quick shot. Yoder missed it, and the net comes off the moorings again. And, I was talking about this with Frank a couple days ago. The nets here basically are laying on the ice. There's no real rubber pieces that we used to see back in the day, which really at the time were metal. But they come off way too easy here. We had play after play come off on the net coming off on Sunday.
You feel like it could be a safety feature that they've added, so there's not too many possible. You never know.
All right, back on the power play. Here's a chance. Oh, and right in front. Abbott with a chance, number 3 for Ken West. Blue Devils scrambling here. Only 50 seconds left on the power play. Vacanti gets rubbed out behind the net. His size difference is huge right now, and a bad pass in front. And now West Seneca. Oh, what a nice move there. Brian Gorman on the move. Gorman fires it up over the top of the net and went out of play. Brian Gorman made a great move at center ice. Put the puck past his man, and he had nothing but open territory coming in on Carnes and shot it high and wide.
It may be premature, but if I'm Coach Rob Rozek, maybe I call a timeout here. And I just feel like they need to regroup their focus. It's not much presence right now for them offensively, and I know that Seneca West has just got that huge size advantage, but we're looking at a Ken West team that's scoring big-time goals this year, and they're not showing the aptitude right now.
Off the draw, goes back into Ken West territory. Cranston back for it. Left it, flips it over. Barker missed the pass. And there another throwaway here in the neutral zone. Right in front of us, that's Colin Thomas. Thomas lost it again. And once again, Connor Brown comes up big for the West Seneca West Indians. He dumped it back in. Just only 6 seconds now left on this power play. Rushing back in and pinned out. Nice play there by Miller. Put back behind the net. Back to full strength, and that is a huge penalty kill for the Indians. They were down 2 men, then down 1 man. And the puck is poked out to center ice. And you can see the Indians are starting to lay the body on now. Every chance they get. There's a quick opportunity for Fleury. There's a shot. Oh, what a great save there. Sandell let the shot go. Now sticks get up a little bit.
Chris Carnes, who's only 5'9", 140 pounds, made a nice save there. He's got the most wins in a single season, with Ken West having 16 wins now and breaking the previous record held by Corey Lloyd, 2005-2006. So nice feather in the cap there for Chris Carnes.
Carnes flashing some leather there with 7:14 remaining in this second period. A big save, as Ken West cannot afford to give up another goal. Off the bang play. Oh, quick shot and 2 saves in a row from Carnes. Right off the faceoff. Velasquez with it now. He's in the corner, bothered, and couldn't get out of it. Abbott spins it to the other side. Barker wanted to gun it out. Couldn't do it. Puck brought back in to Ken West territory. There's a giveaway, bad one. And a shot and a penalty coming up here as Coughlin was taken down. So Billy Coughlin taken down about 10 feet in front of the Ken West net. And it's a tripping call coming up to one of the Blue Devils. Let's see who gets it.
Well, it's the assistant captain, number 14, and that's Michael Barker.
Wow.
Looked like a possible hip check that could have been considered a trip.
And was considered a trip. That's what he's going to serve. 2 minutes for tripping. Barker doesn't take a lot of penalties. Pretty clean player, so I don't know about that call either. I'm going to be honest with you, Tim.
It looked like a clean, and the hip check's one of the most beautiful checks in the game, and
oh yeah,
he seemed to execute that fairly well.
Well, they win the face-off, put it back in the West Seneca West territory, so that's where the Indians will have to regroup and start. Captain Tchaikovsky comes up and throws it over to Velasquez. He had 4 goals his last game out. Spins around. They're on the power play now. Coughlin at the point. Tchaikovsky puts it over to the near side. That's Parsons, I believe. Parsons steps up. Parsons looks. A double deflection for they score! A deflected puck that went through, and who else? Velasquez. Mike Velasquez does it again. His 5th goal in these playoffs. And that was all set up after a big save from Carnes, and he lost control of it. And Velasquez jumps on the rebound.
Mike Velasquez, he's battled back from injury, and he's candidate for comeback player of the year, from what I understand.
Well, that's how you get it done if you're a West Seneca Indian fan. 6:07 remaining in the second period, and just like the last game, the team that takes the 3-0 lead.
And that's, if they're going to count that for 2 for Velasquez, that would give him 24 on the season.
That's a power play goal. A costly penalty to Michael Barker. 3-0 West Seneca West. Puck gunned in behind the net. And Conte goes back after it, gets it to the point. Oh, shot, that was blocked. Another great defensive play from the Indians. They gun one out just to clear the zone. Marcelo back there with it. He's had some trouble tonight. He hasn't played that much. Hauled that in at the line. Nice play by Finnegan. He's going to throw it back. Abbott's back there to play it. That's going to get cut off again. Finnegan working hard. Here's a shot in front. Oh, just missing low. Zakas, we got another penalty coming up. And it's going to be whistled down right here. I did not see the call. I saw the goaltender, McAndrews, skate hard to his bench. Let's see what the call is here. I did not see anything.
Kevin Russo, the coach for West Seneca West, he's got to be extremely pleased here with what he's seeing out of his team. They've really played just a great game, both ends of the ice.
You call Ethan Yoder on the call.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call was on myself, Mark.
I did not see the penalty.
Frank, any idea?
I don't, but the official is waving. He wants an assistant captain in circle right now. And I believe he's going to give a warning. The player obviously not happy with the penalty, and understandably so. It's frustrating. They're down 3-0. But he does want to settle this team down because he easily could have given him another double minor. It's getting a little chippy out there in front of the net.
It sure is.
Especially, and you would expect that. This late in the season, 2 teams, a trip to KeyBank Center hangs in the balance here. Guys, full disclosure, I graduated from the Blue Devils. I'm not feeling too good right now, guys.
Well, and I don't know if any of the fans here that are in the blue and white are either. And unfortunately, they just have not had the opportunities that they need.
Francis Beck over there, all too eager to rub it in my face right now. The Kenmore East Bulldogs graduate just a couple of years ago.
Well,
he's having a lot of fun with me right now. I'm trying to operate a camera, Francis.
They've got nothing to be proud of, that's for sure. They got
we'll
blown
see in
out
the
8-0
intermission
on Sunday.
You could see that Ken West right now is very frustrated, and they just have not found an opportunity to have a decent chance. Really, even they've got 12 shots on net, but like I said earlier, none of those shots are really of any significance.
Back on the power play for the Indians, and they can really put this one away here. Here's a chance. Coughlin had his man. Oh, it's Parsons missed a wide open net. He fanned on it. Parsons back with it again. Looks, gets it back to the point. Mikowski puts it back over to Parsons. Back to Chikowski's look. He's got Coughlin on the far point. Coughlin just moves it over. There's Velasquez. Great passer he is. Gets it back over. Coughlin's got a wrist shot, and it was blocked. And coming up with it is Cam Crozier, and Crozier dumps it down the ice. With 4:40 now. And 1:25 left in this power play. A huge penalty kill here for Ken West, they need to get out of this penalty, and that one was flipped out of play. And now how's that not delay a game?
Well, that's a great catch by the scorekeeper.
I don't understand that. I guess they don't call that in high school as much as they should. So, face-off comes back in. So Velasquez will go off against Barker. They win the draw. Long wrist shot on the way. Oh, and it was deflected in front. Velasquez gets it back to Coughlin. Back over to Velasquez. Back to Coughlin at the point. Looks, was trying to get to Parsons. Couldn't do it. There's a nice play there from Crozier. Slipped it up to Payer, and Payer lost it. Now we're going to have numbers going back the other way. 3-on-1. And here comes Michael Barker showing his strength. He nails Velasquez with a flying check. He came flying across the ice. What a play there by Michael Barker. Getting a little revenge. Oh, can he skate? Back to get it is Kalski here with just 33 seconds left. And on him is Cam Crozier. Crozier killing precious seconds of this power play. Well, Seneca West breaks out. Coughlin, left side. Coughlin looks. He goes behind the net. Now throws it right out in front. Oh, a beautiful pass. And West Seneca West, the Indians couldn't contain it. Coming right back down, and it looks like an offsides here by a stride. I don't know who was offside. Number 17, Zakis, was offside by a foot. That could have been a dangerous play.
Absolutely, Mark. And you were mentioning Michael Barker earlier. Just a great playmaker and a finisher. He's got a lot of speed and good vision on the ice, and he's showing it tonight. He's just coming up short on the offensive side with the score still 3-0.
He went about 80 feet and took his man out and took him out hard. As the Blue Devils win the faceoff, dump it back in, and that's going to kill this penalty. So Ken West does what they had to do. They had to get out of that penalty power play situation, and they did. They killed the penalty. And now they have to do something offensively here with the remaining 3 minutes in this period. And right in front of us right now is Lucas Correa getting turned around. Correa spun away from the puck. Bouye had it. Get it back over to Correa. Correa with it now. Correa looks. He's going to wait, and now he's going to step back the other way. Guns went off the boards, but O'Hara stepped up on a nice play as he glared at Dylan Speck. That would have been a mismatch. Flip there and off the corner. Now Vacante with it. Vacante is going to get rubbed out there. He didn't have a prayer against O'Hara. Giving up probably about 60, 70 pounds. There's another shot to the corner. Now Vacante comes up with it. Oh, nice centering pass, but no one was there for the Blue Devils.
Well, if you're Ken West, you got 2 minutes. If you score a goal here, it's looking a little better going into the third.
Puck is shot right back down. That's going to be icing. Frustration play there as Nolan O'Hara just wound up and golfed it down the ice. To get the icing call with 2:03 remaining here. 3-0 West Seneca West, Tim.
And it's been all West Seneca West this period. It really has that sense that they're looking to go on and see Grand Island. And if that happens, the matchup between Nathan Stroh, the goalie of Grand Island, who's hot as you can get right now, certainly could be an intriguing matchup.
Off the draw there, and a great play to break that up at the line. Shadowski goes back, and Jacob Miller back behind his own net. Excuse me, that's Josh Ball, number 5. Gets it out, flips it across. That's Velasquez with it. And he was looking for Ball, and Ball mishandled it. They're just going to throw it across the rink. And back to pick it up is Bryce Phillips for Ken West. Phillips. And I got to tell you, every Ken West player is having problems handling that puck right now. Back behind the net. Joe Colasano tries to get it out. Crozier tipped it, but it couldn't get it out of there. Inside 1:15 now in this game. There's a steal from Vasquez. That's the wrong guy. Velasquez dumps it back at the point. Long shot. Didn't get through, and they're just going to flip it down the ice. And a nice play there. There goes Michael Barker. Speedy Barker goes after his man. Hits him anyway. That was one of the O'Hara brothers. Took a belt to the back of the head. He could have got called again there. Ken West going to flip it over. Here's a chance now. Cutting in. Crozier has his best chance of the game. He fires it wide. shot it with authority, but he missed the target. Dumped it back out in front. No one there. The Indians cutting off Ken West at every opportunity. Down low, especially in front of the net. And now we're going to have the puck was hit with a high stick.
Well, you give Ken West credit there. They're playing hard.
No, it's a high sticking call. And Chase Kanowski is going to get the gate. The big 6'1", 160-pounder senior is going to get 2 minutes. He didn't like that call at all.
Oh, the captain is going to be taking a seat on the pine in the penalty box. But as I was mentioning earlier, Ken West, they got a nice chance here, and they were hustling hard. So, when you hustle, sometimes a penalty gets created, and they've got an opportunity now.
So they have 31 seconds left in this period or beyond the power play. If they can't do anything, they'll have to start the third period with the power play. There's Barker's shot. Hit an ankle. And a nice play there, scooped aside by Connor Brown, one of the big-time penalty killers for the Indians. Winding up again now, it's Michael Barker. Barker with a nice move, cuts inside. Oh, he didn't have enough on it. And the puck slid right to Nick Andrews. Barker had probably his best opportunity.
Well, Mark, they hit the net hard there, and it didn't move, so I don't know.
Nice play there from McAndrews.
They may have listened. That net might have been listening to you. It's going to hold its ground the rest of the way.
We'll see. With just 7 seconds left on the draw, Mike Galinsky comes up big and flips it out. There's the can. They're going to try to jam it in front. There's a chance there. That they flip it over the top of the net as the period comes to an end. So after 2 periods of play, it's West Seneca West 3, Ken West no score. Here on WNYathletics.com, Frank Wolf, Timmy Morozek, and myself, Mark Johnson. We're going to be back with third period action. We'll clean the ice off, and we'll get some comments here, hopefully, from the rest of the crew.
Well, Mark, it's an opportunity right now. We got Ken West starting that third period with a power play opportunity, and if they can score a goal quick, we saw it in the last game. So Williamsville East was down early and down quickly into the third period, but they scored quickly, and that game turned out to be a lot closer than what might have been expected. Perhaps Ken West has got a little last run in him.
It's almost the same type of situation, Tim. It's a chance. They're going to come out. They're going to have the power play. They've got to do something with it.
Absolutely, and the problem that I see is that there's just no option in them getting into the middle area of that crease. West Seneca West has done a tremendous job holding down the fort, so to speak. But look at Ken West, to their credit. They've got speed, and they've got guys that can make plays. The one thing that I've noticed, though, is when you're shooting from the perimeter and you got West Seneca West guarding that net area, they just have not had many good looks to get to that goalie, unfortunately.
The goaltender that's throwing the shutout right now is Griffin McAndrews, and he's looking sharp for the West Seneca Indians. Made a couple of clutch saves in that period, but you mentioned it before, Tim, just not enough offensive pressure from the Blue Devils, and it's really coming back to haunt them now, and now they're going to have to make a quick run here. Don't forget, they're down 3 goals. You're going to have to score quick in the third period.
McAndrews, to his credit too, when he played against Grand Island, if they do face them, he had 40 saves, and that was they were outshot 44-29, but he had 40 saves in that game, so he's capable of holding down the fort very well. And not that I want to jump ahead of myself here, but if things keep on pace, we could be looking at a rematch of that game.
All right.
Well, gentlemen, after 2 periods, it's West Seneca West 3, Kenmore West nothing. Or should I say Matt Tadaro 3, Frank Wolf nothing. But no, we'll pick that up in a little while. 14-14 shots, guy. That second goal was a tough one to give up for Cairns. I think that's when he definitely wants to have back.
Yeah. And how about some of the penalty calls, though, Frank?
Both ways.
I mean, there was some
it's
mysterious
consistently
calls.
bad on both ends. Yeah.
I mean, we had a spinorama at center ice. The guy never looked like he got touched. He had the play on Barker, and he had another play in front of the other net. I don't know. I don't mind tight officiating as long as it goes both ways. But compare this to the first game.
A little more action, both ends.
Right.
I think that, and you're going to have more action when you have 5-on-4s, 5-on-3s, and that
Right.
sort of thing. It's going to be tough to get back in this game for Kenmore West. They're going to need a goal early. It would have really helped to get one of those power play goals. They've had their chances with the man advantage. What are they going to have, $127 when we return? So
And they have to do something
a
with
quick goal would be really nice, help jumpstart that offense a little bit. I wonder if they put Crozier, Barker, and Yoder together. That was the top line earlier in the season. They had the three guys together. Francis Beck did a nice story on those guys, Crozier, Barker, and Yoder. I'd be interested to see if Rozak puts them back together. I would imagine he will at least start the third, but does he keep them together and really shorten that bench for the rest of the way out? But we will go to a quick break from Harbor Center. Frank Wolf, live on the scene. Yoder did get a misconduct, I'm being informed. Okay, so I don't know when he will return. That's what it was then, I guess. Remember when the official called that assistant captain to the circle? He was calling to let him know that, hey, this guy's going to sit 10 minutes and you guys are going to have to calm down a little bit.
Well, you wonder if they had said something with verbal because, on the ice it didn't look as dramatic, deserving of misconduct.
No, but he was a little cranky getting into the box, and then once he
do
sat
that.
down, that stick was flying all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
We'll go take a quick commercial break, hear from some of our sponsors. Live from Harbor Center in downtown Buffalo, New York, this is the Section 6 semifinal small school championship. Kenmore West trailing West Seneca West 3-0. For Mark Johnson and Timmy Moglinsky, this is Frank Wolf signing off. We'll be back in just a few moments.
The community, the alumni, the students, the incoming freshmen, I feel special because I'm a part of this grand community that's a lot bigger than I thought it was.
As soon as you enter the doors of St. Joe's, for your freshman year, you're representing St. Joe's, and you need to give that respect back to the school, and you need to always be as much of a gentleman as you can.
I don't have any siblings at all, so I never really knew what brotherhood or any of that was before I came to St. Joe's. What I think of it is people looking out for you, making sure that you're doing the right thing.
The educators, my teachers, and my coaches challenged me to push myself beyond what I thought I was capable of doing.
They made me feel that it doesn't matter where you're from, your background, you're all here together. That's what I love. That's what made me keep coming back and taking those bus rides back and forth.
For me, my development really came about as being involved in a lot of different things here. I wasn't all anything, I wasn't honorable mention anything, but it really helped me in giving me the confidence to say, I can do whatever I want to do.
The transformation is amazing. When I go back and I think about that little boy I brought in and what he looks like now and how he acts, I'm sorry, I'm so emotional about it because I couldn't have asked for more out of this institution than what they've given me and my son.
It's all about what began with St. John Baptist de La Salle. Now, it's different than the way it was in the 17th century. It's different from the way it was in 1861 when St. Joe's was founded, and it's going to be different in 100 years here at St. Joseph's Collegiate. But it's the faith of a loving God who says, take care of each other.
Presently, we're in the midst of a capital campaign, to support our unique LaSallian mission. This is my final year. This is our final year of the campaign. We have an unbelievable opportunity to do something even greater than we ever had. Our job is to make it possible for young men to come to St. Joe's.
I would encourage people that if you're on the fence, get involved because you get so much more back than, what you give. I mean, I feel like I've got back 10 times, 10 times back what I've given.
Are you successful because of you or the people that helped you along? Man, the people at St. Joe's really helped me in my development.
I'm thinking constantly about how our new family's going to afford this. And I shake my head, I don't know. But then I think, but I didn't think I could afford it. And somehow St. Joe's found a way. So sustaining St. Joe's is critical because my son wouldn't be here if it weren't for that.
I'm excited about this year. I'm excited in terms of where we've been. I'm very excited about where we can go. I have spent 47 years at St. Joe's that I wouldn't trade a minute for. I just want the opportunity for young kids to come here. And I want to reach out to our alumni and ask for that help.
The North End Bar and Grill in Kenmore is the perfect place for friends to get together, enjoy a great menu that includes all the local favorites like wings, roast beef on weck, and the best Friday fish fry in town. Serving daily specials like spaghetti and meatballs, flavorful hamburgers and barbecued ribs, and enjoy 12 beers on tap, including IPAs. The North End Bar and Grill, located at 2692 Elmwood Avenue near Girard. To order takeout or to reserve a table, give us a call at 877-9000 or visit us on the web at northendbarandgrill.com.
One of the things I love about Canisius is that this is a school community. It's a community where faculty and staff look out for and care for students, but students also really look out for and care for each other, and that makes a big difference.
Obviously, there's the academic skills, being able to read, write, but more importantly, the teachers try to emphasize life skills and talking through problems and analytical thinking.
We are very committed to a Catholic education and a Jesuit education, educating mind, spirit, and body. School's not just academic.
We teach our students every day to be people of integrity, to be people of humility, and to continue to work for the betterment of the community.
Coming here from a small middle school in the inner city to a school of 800 students with different clubs, sports, classes I could take, it was almost overwhelming at first. There's just so many things that are offered here.
During one of our immersive service learning programs in a foreign country, I had a wonderful experience with a young man coming to understand something about his own life. You know, when we take these guys to a foreign country, they're exposed to a lot of things and they see material poverty. But what this young man realized was that his own ability and willingness to love himself and his family, particularly his parents, was in need of some attention. And so there you had an opportunity for a young man to discover what it meant to love in a very different way and on a profound level.
This is a school where you're going to be supported and part of a community. It will be an opportunity to experience new things. It'll be an opportunity for you to fail at some things, but to learn through those failures. Especially, you'll learn about yourself during your 4 years here at Canisius.
Hi, I'm Paul Wolf, local independent insurance agent for over 15 years. We represent over 30 insurance companies to try to find the best coverage and the best price for you. We're family owned and operated. We specialize in auto, home, and commercial insurance.
Call the Paul Wolf Agency today at 835-9653 or stop in at 2686 Elmwood Avenue in Kenmore.
The next time your insurance rates go up,
Call the Wolf.
Hi, I'm Pat Scroy, president of Scroy Financial. We've been helping people realize their financial dreams for nearly 50 years. Your goals may include building wealth for a comfortable retirement, protection from the burdens of long-term care, or leaving a legacy to your children and grandchildren. With all these diverse goals, retirement planning should not be a one-size-fits-all process. And at Scroy Financial, it's not. Whether you are just getting started or nearing retirement, give us a call. Plan, protect, invest. It's your life. Scroy Financial can help.
Hi, this is Coach Sam Watts.
We're back at the Harbor Center in downtown Buffalo, New York. About 10 seconds before puck drop on the final period. Section 6, small school semifinals. Kenmore West trailing West Seneca West 3-0. Let's get it back up into the booth with Mark Johnson and Timmy
Bones is with me. Back. The third period action, and it's do or die time for the Ken West Blue Devils on the power play for the next 127. They need a goal, and they need one quickly off the draw. And, of course, the Indians win the draw and send it right back into Blue Devil territory. Here comes Michael Barker, their best skater by far. Barker, number 14, hits the line. Barker's going to stop, Spin, look to set up. McCanty in front. McCanty shoots. And it's right there. Went off to the side of the net. McCanty took a quick shot. There's another shot on the opposite side. Yoder. That's not Yoder. Yoder's in the bench. It was Cam Crozier that took the shot. Yoder got a misconduct penalty. So he's serving some time. Crozier dumps it back in. They have to get something set up here. They only have 40 seconds to do it. And another nice play there from big Nolan O'Hara. Swiped it off the boards down the ice, Tim.
Well, Ken West at the beginning of that period, they got to play fearless and crash the net because they had a couple opportunities. If they crashed the net, they might have got a goal there.
Barker came in. He flings it wide. Beautiful opportunity for Michael Barker. Ken West had 16 total shots on goal after 2 periods, and West Seneca West had 14. Right now, Ken West has a time for one last rush here on this power play. They have been stymied by this West Seneca West Indians defense. Barker's just going to throw it in over the line, and that's it. That's going to take care of this power play chance for the Blue Devils. Excuse me. Spinning around, it's Abbott with it now. He's just going to throw it toward the net. Oh, McCanty had to come off the boards and unfortunately went onto the mesh behind the net.
Well, that's no discredit to Griffin Andrews because he's played great today, but the stat that's somewhat misleading right now is Ken West out shooting West Seneca West 17-14, but by the scoreboard you wouldn't know that, and the quality of shots again becomes an issue. And like I said, Ken West really needs to crash the net and show that they're not afraid to be physical.
They are getting pounded right now in front of the net. Once again, the puck back on the mesh, but nice play there. Digging it out over the right wing. It's Coughlin, but Coughlin lost it. There was a big hit coming up. Velasquez lined up his man. Coming back is Dylan Speck. Speck with it. Speck had a great game on Sunday. These guys have got to step up right now. There's a chance. And once again, Velasquez for the Indians is just going to put it out towards center ice. Coughlin picks it up. Can't go anywhere with it. Turn around the other way. Zipping it back in as Brian Hummel had a pretty strong second period on the blue line for the Blue Devils. And plays like that right there, Tim, spinning around, shooting up to an open man with no one there. That's cost this team tonight. They've had opportunities. There goes Speck. Speck, 1 against 3. You're not going to get much done there as Ken West makes the change.
Well, Mark, you talk about rebounds in basketball. If you had a stat for rebounds in this game, it would be a clear-cut advantage for West Seneca West because Kenmore is not getting any rebounds on the offensive end.
And we got a penalty coming up now. Barker made a nice move, and Chase Kajowski is going to get the gate. He stuck his stick out there. I don't know, it was kind of a ticky-tack call, but
we'll have a date with the gate.
He sure does. 2 minutes. I'm going to call for a slash. I did not see much of a slash here, although Barker made a nice move. And once again, like you said earlier, Tim, it's that pressure skating force the Indians to make a mistake, and here they do. So back on the power play goes Ken West. They need a goal badly. Off the draw, McCanty gets it back. Barker at the point. Looks, gets it over to Crozier. Crozier lost it. Crozier never got the pass. A wild pass from Barker that got away from Crozier. The puck goes all the way back in their own end. We'll have to restart this power play rush. McCanty, he can skate. Hits the blue line. McCanty tries to make a move. Now he's going to go against the big O'Hara, and coming out, oh, missed that puck. It was McAndrews. Puck goes back in the corner. Valente. McCanty back there. Lost it. Swings. Quick pass there and a quick shot from Abbott. And Barker holds it at the line. Oh, there's a hit from behind. One of the players went down. In front, a chance there, and now Abbott's going to swing it back. Get it back to Barker. Back to Abbott. Across the crease there. Oh, just missing an opportunity on a deflection. Crozier comes up, shoots, and a nice save there by McAndrews. And this time he falls on the puck, not making any mistakes with 13 minutes left in this third period of regulation.
Real nice save there by McAndrews. And for the seniors on this Kenmore West Blue Devils team, Ethan Yoder, Cam Crozier, and, let's see, Michael Barker, 3 of their top performers on this season. These guys are really facing an uphill battle with 13 minutes left, and they're looking high school retirement in the eye right now.
Michael Barker, who had a sensational game on Sunday. But one guy's not going to be able to win this one, that's for sure. Now they're going to...
A little tangled up there.
Yeah, they're going to put this face out. Well, I thought they were going to bring it back out over the blue line. Well, now McCanty is going to try to take the draw. McCanty, they need a draw win. The puck goes right to McAndrews, and he's going to hold it.
Timers is running out on Kenmore West here, guys. 12:57 left to go, trailing the Indians 3-0, failing to get anything done on the power play. That's surprising for this team.
Unacceptable in the playoffs anyway. Nice play there, spinning around was Gorman and breaks up another play. Gorman has had a sensational game, killing penalties tonight, number 10.
Gorman just twisted Philip Abbott like a pretzel there.
Here comes Barker, and Barker's going to have to do it all himself, obviously, and he can't do it that way. Nice play there at the line, and once again, just 20 seconds now left in this power play.
Very odd game in the sense that Ken West is out shooting them right now. 20-14, had bulk of possession in their own end for offense, but nothing coming out of it.
McCanty leaves it, and once again, it's just taken out and dropped the other way. Here comes Gorman. Gorman winding up. Gorman lets the wrist shot go. High shot. Rebound got away from Carnes. Gorman went to the boards behind the net hard. Oh, there's a hit right out of the box and leveled him. Cam Crozier was leveled coming out of the box from Kachkowski. I can't believe they didn't call that penalty. Wow. There's a break the other way, and Coughlin almost scored. Snaps it back to Glinsky. Coughlin with it wide open, and now we're going to have something's got to be called here, guys. And now we got some rough stuff going on as Glinsky. It goes after one of the Ken West players. Let's see, I think it's number 8 there. Connor, it's Danny Ruloff.
Ken West is looking for a Donnybrook right now, but I think the Zebras have stepped in time. And
well, it all started with this big hit here right out of the box, right in front of us. Cam Crozier was nailed, and I mean nailed. Kajowski came out of the box and just buried him.
And from my vantage point here, Mark, I wasn't sure whether it was clean or not. I can't really say for sure, but one thing is certain is that he felt it.
He sure did.
And good for Cam Crozier. He looks like he's going to be okay. He did step up and, show a little spunk afterwards. But if that doesn't wake up the Ken West Blue Devils, I don't know what will. And might be just the spark they need to find some kind of edge, because it's desperately needed at this point with 11:44 left.
And after all that, not a penalty called. I don't know what these refs are looking at, but well, they do have a man in the box, but got a stick. I can't see it. On the draw, that's Seneca West. Looks to control, and a nice play there from Pear. Someone's in. Oh, that's Yoder. Excuse me. That's Yoder still serving his misconduct that's in the box in front of us. Puck back to the point. Phillips a shot. It's wide. Almost nailed Finnegan in the head with it. Spun the other way. Higher back there. He's being battled with Finnegan. What a nice play there. Coughlin got it off the Haydick. Haydick on the move. Big Haydick. 6'3", 200-pounder gets pushed aside. And Ken West is getting desperate now. They dump it in instead of passing it in. And that is going to cost them, because here comes Parsons down the right wing. He's just going to whip it around the boards. Well, Seneca makes a change. The Indians doing everything right now. Bryce Phillips tries making a move. He takes an elbow from O'Hara. Barker retrieves the puck back at his own end. Barker's going to dump it. Looks for Sean Cranston. Cranston, a senior. Steps up. Nothing going there. Going to have to get it back to the point. Can't do that. Swings it around the other way. That's McCanty. Looks. Crozier took that hit. It looks okay. There's a quick shot blocked. Another shot. And that goes wide. Barker let it rip. Back to the point. Barker would again Barker had the puck come off his foot. Nice block there from Billy Coughlin. Barker again with it. Barker looks, drives, shot, another block. A great play there. Connor Brown comes up. That's Josh Ball. Ball after the block. Picked it up. Came over center ice. Dropped it in. Rebound came all the way back out. Coughlin got it. Dropped it back to O'Hara. O'Hara's going to flip it out. Barker tried to pick it off. Missed it. Here goes Billy Coughlin. He's going to go against Bryce Phillips. Phillips went trying to take a hit. Now takes a shot to the back. Puck is loose. Coughlin in front. And right open. They score. And that's going to wrap this up. Chase Kadowski wide open. And that was all set up after a bad play down low by Bryce Phillips. He went after a body check, Timmy, and misplayed the body and gave up that easy goal by doing it.
The team's MVP last year. Looks like he may be just the MVP again this year. He leads the Fed Cup in points, and that's going to be his 21st goal of the year, Mark. You know, one of the noticeable aspects of this game as the third period gets to the halfway mark here, Ken West does not have one player here that's really showed, you know, some solid leadership in terms of taking this game over, making a mark in this game. And it's unfortunate because they've had such a great season. We're just not seeing it play out in tonight's game.
Well, you're going to see some hitting now. Velasquez took a run at one of the Ken West players. A great chance there for Colin Thomas, who had a chance at an open net. Couldn't get his stick on the puck, and that's been the story today for the Blue Devils. Taken away down the right side. It's Velasquez. He's going to just throw it right in, and Karen's going to make the save. Now some extra bumping going on.
The West Seneca West fan base has come out in droves, and they're being treated to a fan-friendly affair for their side of things. And the beautiful Harbor Center has really nice vantage points for the fans where they can either sit or stand. They got chairs. They've got Tim Hortons. What more could you want?
From the point, Galinsky fires a shot. It hasn't made it anywhere near the target. Had some authority on it, but missed his mark. There's another play down low, and they just can't work it out. Lucas Correa throws it back to center ice. And number 9, Michael Fury's just going to throw it right back in. Ken West has been unorganized for the most part. There's a long pass, headman pass for Barker. Goes right on Galinsky, and Galinsky's McAndrews.
So, sometimes it's just not your day. Kenmore Wester calling goaltender names. 4-0.
I want to thank Frank Wolf for putting that name in my head. McAndrews.
No, you put it in my name. McGlinskey 2 or 3 nights ago.
Oh, no way.
This poor guy. Morozek.
Rozek. Back to the point. Long shot. Wrist shot. No good. Never got through. Galinsky takes his man out.
It'll be Morozek for basketball and Morozek for hockey.
It's going to be something for something, I'll tell you that. Parsons works that puck around the boards. Still has it. Look at that. 3 guys are after him, and he still ends up with a puck. Bang, bang play there. Looked around as Finnegan tried to find a man. Knocked down. Looked like a high stick, Parsons. They didn't call it. Why bother at this point? Some mysterious calls in this game as well, but for the most part, domination from the Indians. Quick shot, save. Another shot, another great save. Cairns with a couple of nice saves there. He's down 4-0. He's not giving up now. He's going to have sharing pleasantries with Ethan Parsons.
To Cairns' credit tonight, even though he's given up 4 goals, he's had a lot of tough goals on him, and they've made, West Seneca West has not made it easy. They have 19 shots, 4 goals to show for it, but really quality shots.
7:30 and running here, and time running out on the Blue Devils. They're down 4-0. Puck chipped back in their own end. Philip Abbott has had a tough game today, too, number 3. We just looked at it and then off a stride the whole game, this Ken West team. Puck thrown back into Ken West territory. Abbott picks it up. Abbott skating now hard on the right wing. Nice bank pass to himself. Another bank pass there, but that's as far as it goes. Puck stopped at the line. Vacanti had a chance for it behind the boards. They pinch in finally, and this time it's off to the races. Billy Coughlin cuts in, shoots, scores! Coughlin, number 23, and gives the old razzle-dazzle down in front of us. And that is going to be the icing on the playoff cake.
Well, and Coughlin had some pleasantries for the Ken West fans, and they don't seem to be too happy about it. But, if you're Ken West right now, how about a goal just for pride's sake? And, you don't want to leave this arena being shut out. That's no way to end a fine season that they've had.
Can I tell you how much I hate this song?
I can't even hear it.
Good for you.
I hear too much noise on the other side. 5-0 West Seneca West. The Indians are going to march their way across the street next Sunday, barring an incredible comeback. And now we have another cheap penalty interference call. And I'll be honest with you, it was right in front of the West Seneca West bench. I didn't see it.
Well, look for the referees to have their work. 40 penalty minutes in the season going into this game. So, he needed to be a little more disciplined with that type of penalty.
No stranger to the box here this year, but this game can get right now, Frank, Timmy, this game can get a little out of hand here if the referees don't do something about it right now, because both teams are taking liberty.
Real simple. 10-minute misconducts, 10-minute misconducts, 10-minute end the night. End the night for them, You got to play with a little bit of pride, though, right now if you're Kenmore West. You had a beautiful season. You made it to the semifinals. You got to learn to win these games. Unfortunately, they've had a struggle with this round. But for those older guys, they got to show leadership and some they got to show these younger guys behind them, hey, this is the way you play the game. This is the right way. We're not going to go out taking liberties. We're going to hold our heads high. We're going to get back to work next year.
That's right, Frank. And when you talk about character of a team, you make a great point about those seniors showing senior class, not just the literal, but the figurative.
Barker to shot save. Another great save by McAndrews. 7 seniors on this team for Ken West. Nothing to be ashamed of. A great season. They just have not had it tonight. And there's a typical play right there, coming in over the line, and once again a great defensive play by West Seneca West. Plain and simple. Puck comes out over the line for Michael Barker. Barker goes back at his own end. Gets over to Vacanti. Vacanti had so many close chances in the last 2 games. It's unbelievable.
Well, looking back on it, they just did not crash the board, the crease enough, and they had a lot of shots on net, but no rebounds.
Vacanti has the puck go off his skate. I just don't understand what he was doing there. Feeds it back up to number 12, Yoder, who's finally out on the ice. And that knocked him down. He's shaking his head. He got buried. O'Hara. Oh, now he sticks O'Hara with the stick. And that was just an absolute stupid penalty. Yoder was nailed by O'Hara. O'Hara said something to him, and he threw the stick back at him. And to me, Frank, Jimmy, he's got to be gone.
Well, O'Hara, it would be Nolan O'Hara, the senior. He had you could see he just got right under his skin, and not the type of way to end your season, not the type of way to end your senior year.
I know.
He would have liked to have that one back, I'm sure.
Now, for West Seneca West also, it's very important to maintain your composure because, again, you get thrown out of this game, you're not playing Sunday. So for West Seneca West, unfortunately, you just got to take it.
That's right.
You just got to take it.
If you're Coach Kevin Russo, you better be imploring that with your team right now.
Jacob Miller feeds in the corner. He missed the pass. Barker came up with it. Crozier feeds it to Barker. Barker with the head of steam. Barker, he's tripped up. Another call coming up. So that'll be another penalty coming up here. And pretty soon we're going to have one-on-one.
We talked about Nolan O'Hara drawing that penalty there, last penalty there against Yoder. Yoder taking the penalty, but his brother Grady, 9th grade I see, and expect him to fill out. He's about $165, where Nolan, his older brother's $235, and Grady looks like he could be a little bigger than 165. So maybe by the time that opening day statistic, he may have had a few more lunches and dinners in the meantime. But
Barker's speed caused that penalty. I was getting back to that before. The speed of the team is still there. Long shot ripped off the back of the net on the mesh. They're going to flip it off. Wow. Referees let him take that puck off the back of the net. And it's flipped down. There's a hit right in front of us. And now another whistle.
Indians playing for the shutout for sure, Mark. And McAndrews has had a great game for the Indians between the pipes. At this point, they definitely want to get the guy a shutout. They still got a lot to play for here. I know they got a comfortable lead, but they want to end this one with a 0 on this other side of the scoreboard.
Well, off the face-off, and Crozier's going to pick it up. 4-on-4 hockey here. Flips it out behind the net. McAndrew's going to flip it back the other way. Open wing, no one there. And it's going to be taken away, and that's just been the story today. Oh, whipped it at a bench. I hate it.
And not to keep going on the Yoder note, but they, Frank and Mark, you both mentioned about the presence of his game. He had 70 assists this year, new all-time assist leader for Ken West. So he's going to finish with that as a nice statistic to end his season.
Vacante had a chance, went in, and it was another deflected shot in front, block shot. Hiddick's going to go the other way. Brought down by Chalowski. Chalowski swings, turns, and Cairns made the save. Ken West with just 3:20 now left in this hockey game. Coming up on Super Sunday, the Catholic School Finals, the first game up, 2:30. St. Joe's against St. Mary's, 2:30. Grand Island's going to take on West Seneca West at 4:45, and Orchard Park against Wheatfield at 7 o'clock. Haydick shoots. Shot and save there on Cairns. Thanks of Francis Beck for getting that over to me. Good job, Francis.
And if you're West Seneca West right now, you still want to keep a pretty good intensity because you want to ride that into the next game.
Puck taken away by Vacante, and he swings all the way out of his own zone. The man trapped in there. He's going to have to spin around. 2:40 remaining here. If you're Ken West, you just want to break the shutout.
Well, Mark,
nice moves there from Vacante. Going to go back to the point here. Long shot, and it's blocked again. What another, it's the story of the day.
I know you mentioned you like Grand Island to win it all, but after watching this West Seneca West team, what are your thoughts?
It's going to be a very tight defensive game, and the team that makes the most mistakes is going to pay the price. And by making mistakes, taking stupid penalties. Vacante comes rushing back for the Blue Devils. He's going to throw it in. He's out of gas. He's going to go to the bench. Skated around more on that shift and didn't do much with the puck. It's brought back by Michael Fleury. He's going to dump it in for West Seneca. Puck off to the open wing side and stopped right at the line. Nope, it was offside. Josh Ball, but Indians will come out and clear. Philip Abbott comes out. Number 3 looks, quick wrist shot, and the save by McAndrews.
Well, Frank Wolf, you mentioned about the seniors keeping a steady head, and they have done that. So credit to Kenmore West to, not get too stupid with any additional penalties, and let's finish this thing clean. And they still got 1:40 left. Possibly put one in the net.
Yep, on the draw, Yoder, who served a 10-minute misconduct. Now we got another penalty coming up. Now look like a high stick there. Here's a chance right in front. They're up. They shoot, and a nice save there. McAndrews basically robbed Dylan Speck in front.
Speck just seemed to stop there when the whistle didn't blow. That's where you get that, keep your stick going,
Another penalty, Josh Ball. Josh Ball going to take the penalty. Sorry, Tim.
No, I was just going to say maybe Dylan just thought that the whistle was going, but there was no whistle, and he clearly stopped.
Yeah.
Could have been a nice opportunity for Ken West there.
Well, they've had some chances. There's no question about it. They've been on the power play. They've had close chances around the net. I don't think we're giving Mr. McAndrews enough credit. He's played pretty well here tonight. And finally, Kenmore West takes their timeout. And Timmy, you made a point back in the second period where they should have taken a timeout, and they didn't do it.
Well, and you know, there's opportunities. Sometimes it's an odd time to take it in the middle of a period, but you know, if you feel that the momentum is changing and your team needs to have a little more focus, that's when you do it. Right now, Phil Abbott, number 3, is furious, and he's, you know, obviously someone who's worked hard. He's a 10th grader, so he's got a couple more years, but you could see that these kids, this is not the kind of game they wanted to go out of the season with, and it's going to sting.
And for Chris Carnes, he is the 8th senior on this team. I said there were 7 seniors earlier. He's the 8th senior, and Chris Carnes has played well all year long. A 12th grader on the light side at 5'9", 145. There we go on the draw. A chance to try to break this shutout anyway with 125 remaining. Here from the Harbor Center, downtown Buffalo, 5-0. West Seneca West. The Indians punching their ticket for the Super Sunday. There's a great chance and a save in front and a goal finally, I think. Let's see. They score.
There was a scrum there, so it's hard to see who had it. But
no one's celebrating, but they did score, I believe. Let's see.
Yeah, they put a score on the board, so
the shutout is gone, but 1:11 left. McAndrews thought he had the puck covered. Referee saying I didn't see the puck. Well, if you didn't see the puck, you should have blew the whistle.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy for Ken West though to be able to go home with a goal. It certainly.
Well, there you go, Frank.
Frank
you got one.
Frank doesn't seem too happy.
Well, you broke the shutout.
Yeah.
I mean, that says a lot about your team. And, you know, there was snake bit on a couple other close plays, too. This really could have been a close game. This kid here, Yoder, took a bad penalty. Now he's trying to come back and make up for it. Here's a shot from the point. Wicked hit down there, and then Michael Barker missed a play down the far end at the point. As we work our way inside 45 seconds. Now you just want to get out of this game clean without any rough stuff. Skating back now.
Well,
Thomas with it.
Credit to this West Seneca West Indians program. Their sports have been really on the rise. And the hockey team's putting a nice touch on that.
So Michael Barker was probably his last rush of his senior career here. Comes back out, looks, spins, shoots it, passes it in front. Oh, we had a great chance there for Colin Thomas, and Thomas missed it. And that's going to do it with 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4, 3, and no, it's an icing call with 4.6 seconds, so hang on. 5-1, West Seneca Indians in front. And they're going to Super Sunday to take on the Grand Island Vikings.
Well, and the fan base for West Seneca West, they're pounding on the glass right behind the bench and cheering on their team, and they're going to be excited. I'm sure they like their chances, and knowing that they were a runner-up in the state last year, I'm sure there's one goal and one goal only in that state title.
They drop the puck, and it's all over. The West Seneca Indians mobbed their goaltender, Griffin McAndrews.
Well, they're happy for his shutout. You could see
he didn't get the shutout. It's 5-1.
Well,
sorry, Timmy. They broke the shutout up with 1:11 left.
That's right. That's right.
They will go against Grand Island next Sunday, or this Sunday, coming up here at 4:45, right across the street at the KeyBank Center. I'm proud to have that call with Randy Schultz. This Sunday coming up, the middle game. 5-1, the final score here. The Indians do it, and they do it in fine fashion at the Harbor Center here in downtown Buffalo.
Well, it was an exciting night of hockey, and we were treated to some real great players and plays. And, you know, the score of the second game obviously wasn't too close, but it was still an entertaining game. And, again, credit to Ken West on a fine season. And for West Seneca West, you got to like your chances going forward.
Frank Wolfett in closing thoughts here on the what was really a lopsided game. Actually,
yeah, I didn't expect that. You know, Obviously, there's a couple of shots Cairns wants to have back. It just wasn't their night. It just was not Kenmore West night. They played a great season. You know, they're going to come back strong, I'm sure. West Seneca West is going to be an absolute tough out for anybody in the small school division. From here all the way down to Section 1, they give Western New York in Section 6 an absolutely solid chance of winning a state title. Clearly, they've got to beat Grand Island to guarantee a spot. Well, actually, we have an automatic bid. So now Grand Island and West Seneca West will automatically qualify for Far West Regionals.
Right.
So one of these teams will be going down to Section 1. The other one will be going to Section 3.
Okay.
So both these teams will still have shots at the state title. You know, they got to go through 1 and 3 to get there. But
So, Frank, do you know whether inevitably they could match each other in the state final?
good question. I haven't done a whole lot of homework yet.
No,
I know 3 will be tough.
Right.
1 is always tough. They're going to have a hard time. Whoever goes down to 1 is going to have a hard time coming back. They're going to have a hard time getting back here.
Go a long way
No
around,
question
yeah.
about it. But, hey, we did it last year with this team, West Seneca West and Sweet Home. We got both teams back to the state finals. Hopefully we'll get them back here. The state finals are in Buffalo.
Wow.
Right here at Harbor Center for another 2 years. Signed, sealed, delivered. Great work by the Section 6 team.
Great.
Making a bid. West Seneca West is going to enjoy this night. I had a great time working with you gentlemen tonight. I will see you guys. We're going to Syracuse, are we not?
We're going to Syracuse
Three
on,
of us are
on
going to
Monday.
Syracuse,
but
but
South Syracuse, here we come.
yeah, maybe Friday night you'll do some basketball if we can find someone to work this equipment for you.
crossing our fingers with the basketball playoff starting, local basketball playoff starting. Some great games lined up, but that's down the road. Well, actually, it's only 48 hours away.
Well,
It's hard to believe this week's gone by
If you're
already.
a fan of high school sports, West WNY Athletics is the dial you want to stay on because this is playoff time, and whether it's basketball or hockey, we're bringing you great entertainment. WNYathletics.com, NFHS Network. This is where all your action's going to be come postseason, and it started, Mark.
Special thank you going out to Francis Beck, did our stats tonight for us. Always appreciated.
Great job.